Hi everyone, Leon here from Jaded Blossom, and I am doing a little video just showing you a bunch of cards that I made using up my Doodlepops. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm getting buried under, products that I buy, and I guess I've been hoarding these little Doodlepops, and I thought I've got to use these. So I used a bunch of Doodlebug supplies and tons of Jaded Blossom supplies. I'm just going to go through all the cards that I made. I did not do an assembly video for these. I did them over a few days, and I love how they came out, and I'm going to have a post, and everything that I used will be listed in the recipe of the post. Obviously, it's going to have a million pictures because there's 45 cards and 45 interiors of cards that I took pictures of, so it's going to be tons of pictures. But I think they turned out really cute. And if you have a lot of Doodlepops too, I encourage you to pull them out. Pull out your Doodlebug supplies along with a bunch of Jaded Blossom products, and you can rock through a bunch of cards like I did. So first of all, I made a bunch of Christmas cards because I had a bunch of these Christmas Doodlepops that I got as a gift. And they are super cute. As you can see, I used a bunch of Doodlebug or Jaded Blossom supplies as well, but everything will be listed. But here's the first one, ho, 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 Jaded Blossom's hexagon dies, and then there's the inside. I used not only the Doodlepops, I used a bunch of odds and ends as well, and I just think they are super cute. And there's the first one. Here's another one, We Believe. How cute is that? And there's Happy Holidays. I try to match what's going on the outside, on the inside. So I've got a snowman there, snowman on the inside, right? I also used a bunch of Doodlebug shape sprinkles, which I just said that they were shape sprinkles. I didn't list all the different ones because honestly, it was just too much. So there we are. So Be Jolly. Again, the hexagon dies from Doodlebug or from Jaded Blossom. Their stamp as well. Scalloped hexagon, scalloped circle there. And there we are, Happy Holidays. So deer on the outside, deer on the inside. We've got Santa. This one says ho, ho, ho. And then we got a Santa on the inside, Happy Holidays. Isn't that cute? I just think it's adorable. So you can use that scalloped hexagon on the inside of a stitch hexagon, instead of the other way around. I think that looked kind of cute. We've got another super cute snowman themed card. So this is from the North Pole, another Jaded Blossom product, border dies, right? This is the gift card, gnome gift card slider die. And I just used the little tag. And there is another super cute snowman on the inside. We've got We Believe. Isn't that cute? It's another border dies too from Jaded Blossom. And then Happy Holidays. Remember, all of the sentiment stamps that I used will be listed. We've got Warm Wishes. This is another one. Isn't this fun? So we've got like a little bit of a gingerbread themed. Oops, and of course I can't get my nail in there. And then there's a gingerbread on the inside. Happy Holidays. Super fun. Mini tag dies there as well. You can never go wrong with owning those. These are the octagon dies, right? Isn't that fun? Little backgrounds. And then Happy Holidays. So there's a lot of gifts on this sled, and then we've got a little boy poking out of a gift on the inside. Happy Holidays. We've got gingerbread kisses. These are mini tag dies as well, and then stitched and scalloped square dies. And then obviously the sentiment from Jaded Blossom. All the dies and stamps are all from Jaded Blossom. And then Happy Holidays on the inside. Isn't that fun? Then we got another one. This is Cookies for Santa, another stamp set from Jaded Blossom. Their border dies there. And then Happy Holidays again. Super fun. And then here is that little guy poking his head out of a package. Again, We Believe. And then on the inside, Happy Holidays, just with the little present. So super cute stuff. Next we have a bunch. They kind of go all over the place. Sorry guys, but so I've got a basketball themed one. Hope your birthday is a slam dunk. Obviously that's all Jaded Blossom, right? And then football, happy birthday. And then score, it's your big day, right? So just using pads from Doodlebug to the best of my ability. And isn't that fun? This one says Big Party. This is, you know, stitched square dies, and these are mini tag dies 3. Obviously the sentiment is from Jaded Blossom as well. And then have a blast on your birthday. So lots of fun. This one is no problema, right? Stitched square dies. Then on the inside, another birthday, no problema. Obviously the odds and ends that match. Isn't that fun? We've got another one. This is Party Time. This is stitched and scalloped oval dies from Jaded Blossom. And then Party Time is obviously a stamp from them. And then these are the stitched panel dies, which are very handy. And on the inside, we've got Happy Birthday, which is also another one. And then obviously a cake, right, to kind of go with the theme. Super fun. This one is I've Taken a Real Viking to You. This is another stamp set from Jaded Blossom so stitched panel dies, and then this is the stitched arch die. And then You Deserve a Birthday Fit for a Warrior, obviously from that same stamp set. And isn't that fun? Okay, we've got this one. This one says Let's Catch Up, stitched or scalloped circle die. This is mini tag dies 3. And then Time Fries When You're Having Fun. There we go. Trying to match what's going on the outside, on the inside again as well. This one is Thanks a Latte, right? So kind of a coffee themed card with scalloped oval. This is that stitched panel die. I used it quite a bit. And then some odds and ends on the inside for fun. Now this one is Pop It Like It's Hot. Adorable. This is the layered frame. What's it called? The stitched, I'm sorry guys, layered frame and journal dies. It's kind of a favorite of mine. I use it a lot. And that Pop It Like It's Hot is a stamp set from Jaded Blossom. And then popping by to say happy birthday, matching the popcorn on the inside, which is fun. This is actually the card that I didn't use Doodlebug paper for. This is actually Reminisce paper. It's called Beer. They're 12-inch paper line. And then I also used Happy Hour More Beer for this one here. So this is a birthday card. This is a Doodlepop here, right? And then, you know, Cheers. That's a stamp set from Jaded Blossom along with the Happy Birthday and Drink Up. So kind of like a drinking themed birthday, which is fun. And then we've got a What's Shaken Bacon, right? So we've got bacon and eggs. And this is that So Punny line from Doodlebug. It's just lots of fun, right? There we are in this, you know, the scalloped square die. We also have, this one is Cheers. Isn't that fun? It's got a couple of drinks. This has got the stitched and scalloped square dies along with the stitched panel die again, stamp set from Jaded Blossom. And then on the inside, I have this little drink hut, which is fun, right? And congratulations on your retirement. I love the congratulations stamp set along with the outline dies. I just think it's lots of fun to use on cards. Okay, so next we have this one. This one is called Best Fishes. And I use the Gnome Dies Mermaid add-ons for the little pieces here. This is the bread tag die right here. And then we've got the Tropical Dies one for the little, you know, beach part there and along this water line. And then obviously Best Fishes. And then on the inside, bobbing by to say happy birthday. And then this is also from that Gnome Dies Mermaid add-ons. I just think it's super cute and fun. So this one is a kind of a scrapbooking card, right? We got the crafting paper in the background. This has got the stitched square die. This is mini tag dies 2 along with the stitched panel dies. And then on the inside, we have the Have a Craftastic Birthday. Fun for your crafty friend, right? Sometimes I use the stickers from the 12-inch paper lines because I use Doodlebug 6-inch and 12-inch. So isn't that fun? Along with some shape sprinkles from Doodlebug. And here, this is a really cute one. It's got a little bouquet of flowers. It's like a shaker Doodlepop. And instead of using, you know, something like Thanks Bunches, I decided to use the little bees, which are shape sprinkles. And I have Biz Happy Bee Day. Isn't that fun? And then on the inside, I have, you know, some butterflies in this watering can. I just think it turned out super cute, right? Here we have the Life is How You Bake It. And this is, you know, milk and cookies Doodlepops along with the shape sprinkles. And then this is the scalloped Jada Blossom scalloped circle dies. I use them all the time. You'll see that I have plain circle dies here. There are stitch circle dies from Jada Blossom. I used some plain circle dies. They're like a no-name brand. I pull those out sometimes. And you can make them work with Jada Blossom's products. Lots of fun. And then on the inside, sweet wishes for a fantastic birthday. And we've got a cookie and milk. Kind of goes together. Now, all of my card bases are always made from paper tray ink cardstock. So those will be listed below. But I just loved, you know, I really did love making all of these cards today. It was lots of fun. So this one is Always Bear for You. Same thing. I've made this layout a couple of times. Scallop square die, stitch square die, panel die, right? Then on the inside, a bear again. Have a berry happy birthday, right? Isn't that fun? There we go. Now this one is thanks, and it's got this fun little envelope with flowers. You can see that there are some fun shape sprinkles again. This is Mini Tag Dies 3. I'm only listing the things I know. Obviously, I used a lot more Jada Blossom stuff. They will be all listed in my blog post. And then there is a little XOXO floral bouquet. I just think that turned out cute. This one is XOXO. And these are the Jada Blossom's heart dies. And then on the inside, it says, wishing you a sweet Valentine's Day. So I did a Valentine's theme for this one. I think it turned out cute. This one, I have a bunch of flowers again. This, I use the sentiment thanks bunches. And, you know, some circle dies. And then the same thing, some flowers for the inside. So lots of fun. Here we are. We have 3 baby cards with the baby little doodle pops. And I use that wonderful congratulations stamp set and outline dies. I think they're lots of fun. So there's one. So congrats. This one says congratulations. Another one, this is like the scalloped circle die. And then I did use some Doodlebug stickers for this one. Isn't it fun? And then this is another one, little baby in a tub. So fun. And then a little baby on the inside for fun too as well. You'll see that a lot of times I color in the eyes with a black glaze pen, and I add some highlights with a secure white jelly roll pen and a number 10. I just think it adds a little something. So there we go. Now we've got a few house cards here. These ones are all like congrats, because it was a house, and then on your new move or on your new house. These are the congratulations, with the congratulations stamp set, you get these. And I just think it's so useful. You can make whatever sentiment you want. Scalloped square dies again. So fun. This one again, congratulations, right? Got some little heart-shaped sprinkles from Doodlebug, and then on your new house. So, you know, using a house odds and ends on the inside, and this one happens to match. Super fun. Then congratulations. Again, I have another house here. This is on your new house, right? So I used a house again with a little fence and then the little tree ephemera. I always use VersaFine Claire Nocturne ink for my sentiment stamping. So I just think it turned out cute. Scallop circle die. This is a stitch square die again. And then here we are again. Congrats. Same thing. Scallop square die. Congratulations. Stamp set and outline dies. And then on your new house. So lots of fun, right? I just think it turned out really cute. Okay. Then we've got a couple of house congratulation cards, but I'm using this little mushroom as a house, right? It's a little, it says welcome here. So this is the fancy topper die that I used as a little background nest for my image with the congrats stamp set and outline die. And then on the inside, on your big move. So congrats on your big move. I used a mushroom house again. Lots of fun. This one, same thing. Fancy topper die. Remember, you don't have to use them for toppers. Then on the inside, on your big move. So another super cute mushroom house. There we go. Now we have the If Nomies Were Flowers, I'd Pick You. I just think this turned out super cute. Stitched and scalloped oval dies too as well. You'll see that I used the outline die for this one. They're useful for this kind of look, right? Then on the inside it says, happy birthday to my favorite lady. And I put a little ladybug in there just, you know, with some flowers for fun. But you gotta love these Doodle Pops and then using odds and ends on the inside. Doodlebug and Jaded Blossom, I think, go hand in hand. Okay, and this one is I'm Lucky and I Gnome It. And I used that sentiment because I decided to make a Happy St. Patrick's Day card for this one, right? I just think it turned out super cute. Stitched and scalloped oval die again. And then on the inside, little Make-A-Wish, odds and ends, ephemera. I just think it's cute with a Happy St. Patrick's Day. There we go. And then lastly, I have two Get Well Soon cards. So this is the bread tag die, right? And then we've got a little Get Well Soon. It actually says it on the Doodle Pop. So I don't have a sentiment on the outside. You'll see that I did use the 12-inch paper line for this one. The images are a lot larger, right? Then on the inside, I have Laughter is the Best Medicine. I actually used one of their stickers. So isn't that fun? And then this, Shape Sprinkles, right? I just think it pops. And lastly, I used one of Jaded Blossom's little stamp sets along with their sentiment strip dies for this Milk This While You Can. This is the bread tag die again with these adorable little band-aids, right? And like I said, the 12-inch paper line from Doodlebug. And like I said, everything will be listed in my blog post. And then here's the last one. Sorry to hear you are hurting. So sorry, guys, that I did not film all of these, but that would have taken forever. And I just wanted to use up all my Doodle Pops. And may I say that all my Doodle Pops are now gone. Now, obviously, that says nothing for the millions of odds and ends that I have. But I like to use those on the inside of my cards anyway. So, you know, it's fine. But I'm glad I'm glad that I used up all of my Doodle Pops. Even though they're cute and I was having fun hoarding them, I wanted to use them. So make sure you crack out all of your supplies and use them up. Thanks for stopping by, and we will see you soon in my next video. Bye, everybody.